Hello and welcome back. In this session, we are going to look at how to take our backup and restore scripts online. If you have not watched our previous videos, you may want to see how we came about creating a DB backup script. So this is a script that will be executed to take a backup of your application DB. Then we also went ahead to create a DB restore script, which again will restore the DBs that we take using the DB backups. If you haven't watched that, you may need to check that first. Okay, so we have already done the necessary test and we are sure that our script is ready for deployment. Okay, we have done a test locally on how to do a backup of our database. Then we went ahead to create a scenario of a disaster whereby we dropped the database, then restored from a backup that we had taken, and that worked perfectly fine. Okay, so in this session, we are going to take this to a production server. With me here, I have a test production subdomain that I use to do the necessary test on my applications. So this is the application that we are going to apply our backup and restore script on. All right. It is hosted on a cPanel, but the method remains the same. Okay. So from here, it is you to take these scripts to production. Okay. So in my case, I pushed this to GitHub, then pulled the new updates to my server. Okay. So in here, I'll access my, of course, you can access your cPanel through whichever means. But then remember, this is a bash script, okay? And for you to execute it, you'll need access to a terminal, all right? So if you do not have a terminal for now, check if your hosting provider is able to provision that. Otherwise, the script may not work as expected. All right. So in here, remember the scripts were other scripts. Okay. So these are my two scripts. And the other thing to do is to ensure that they have the execute permissions. If we look at what we have here, we are able to execute the script. All right. And again, if we check on our current directory, I want to check if we have a directory by the name db backups. Remember, our backups go to db backups. All right, so we do not have that directory created for now. Okay, so these scripts are already in production. All right, but then how do we make them work? Okay, so in this session we are going to see how to manually execute the script. Okay, most especially the db backup script. All right, but then we are going to see how you can automate the backups so that they happen automatically at designated time. Okay, so again, let us proceed and test our script on the server. Okay, so I'll navigate to the script directory. So this is where my scripts are, and we are going to do the same thing we did locally. Okay, so I'll have that, then I call my script. Okay, do that, give it time, within seconds, something has happened. Okay, so our script is supposed to log somewhere. Okay, so we have the log directory. We can inspect a few things. One of them is, let me go back here. I use the same command here. Okay, and we see a new directory has been created. Okay, so if we ll to that directory, okay, we see a backup here that has been taken. Okay, then another thing we can look at is we have that. Then okay, so in this case we expect that our log file will be named db backup and today's date, of which we can be able to do that. We cut Then we look at what has been created, okay? And we see that we are able to get the events of whatever is happening, all right? Okay, all right. So the other thing, now that we have the backup, let us simulate a disaster. Okay, so in this case, I want to drop the current database that is being used by this test domain. Okay, so let us simulate a disaster because again, we said that taking a backup is one thing and also being to restore from that backup is another thing. Okay, so we must confirm that the backup we took, we are able to restore from it. All right, so let's simulate a disaster and drop the database. Okay, so whichever way you want to test yours, just drop the table that is being used by your application. Okay, so very quickly, that has been dropped. Let me come back here, reload my application, no longer accessible. All right, so of course, we see sessions not available and all that. Okay, our database is gone. So how do we get our application back online? Okay, remember, you might be having a customer facing application, all right, with say 100 customers expected to interact with your system in an hour or even more. Okay, so it is for you to know how quick you are to get back a healthy database. All right, and since we have a backup in place, so let's test our restore script. So RLL in the DB backups. Okay, remember to restore, we need to reference the DB name here. Okay, then I'll move to scripts. All right, in here we have some two scripts. We have the backup one. We have already done a backup that has given birth to this backup here. Okay, then the other one is a restore script. So if I try to execute the restore script like that, of course, it gives us the usage command whereby we need to call the restore script and pass in the backup file name. Okay, and remember, the script, the restore script, will go to DB backups to check for the file name that you provided. Okay, so that's how we designed it. All right, so let me use that, then provide that name there. Of course, I can decide to give it a wrong name here. Okay, that file is not found. So again, let me just use the correct file. Okay, so we are told that the restore was completed successfully. So let's confirm if that's true. Let me come here, reload, and there we go. We have been able to restore our DB back. So our solution is working. Now that our solution is working in production, the next step will be automating this process, most especially the backup process. Okay, we may want to set automated intervals when our DB needs to be backed up. Okay, so this is to be done by cron jobs, and we are going to see that in the next session. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to receive notifications whenever we post such videos. Thank you and goodbye.